welcome to the Procurement Signal, the show that tunes into the future of procurement. In every episode, we dive straight into how modern teams are transforming supplier relationships, elevating vendor management, tackling supplier risk, and driving real sustainability impact. If you're ready to rewire procurement from a back-office function to a strategic powerhouse, you're in the right place. This is your signal. Amplify what procurement can be.
Let's kick off our very first episode with a topic that hits right at the heart of our profession, procurement's identity crisis. Because let's be honest, if you ask 10 people in your business what procurement does, you'll get 12 different answers. And most of them aren't flattering. We're seen as the admin team, the PO police, the cost cutters, the paper pushers, the people who slow things down. But here's the twist. Procurement isn't suffering from a capability problem. It's suffering from a perception problem. And today, we're going to unpack why that perception exists, how it holds organizations back, and, most importantly, what procurement teams can do to rewrite the narrative. So let's dive in. Procurement didn't wake up one day and decide to be misunderstood. The identity crisis has roots. Historically, procurement was transactional, issuing POs, checking invoices, chasing signatures. Many organizations still treat procurement as a compliance checkpoint rather than a strategic partner. And let's be real, when procurement only shows up at the end of the process to negotiate the price, we reinforce the stereotype. But the world has changed. Supply chains are fragile. Risk is everywhere. Sustainability is no longer optional. Innovation increasingly comes from suppliers. Yet the business still sees procurement as the team that buys staplers. This mismatch between what procurement actually does and what the business thinks we do is the identity crisis. Well, this isn't just annoying, it's expensive. When procurement is misunderstood, teams bypass the process, creating risk exposure. Suppliers are on board without proper checks. Contracts are signed without commercial safeguards. Opportunities for innovation are missed. Spend becomes fragmented and uncontrolled. And the business ends up paying for it in dollars in risk and in lost value. Procurement isn't a roadblock. Procurement is the seatbelt, the GPS, and the fuel efficiency system of the business. But if people don't know that, they won't use us properly. So, how do we fix the identity crisis? How do we shift from admin to advisor, from cost negotiator to value architect? Here are 5 practical, actionable strategies procurement teams can start using today. Number 1. Show up earlier and on purpose. Procurement often enters the conversation too late. By then, the business has already chosen a supplier, negotiated the price, and written the contract on a napkin. To change perception, procurement must join planning meetings, offer market insights before decisions are made, bring supplier intelligence to the table, help shape the strategy, not just execute it. When procurement shows up early, we stop being a gatekeeper and start being a guide. Number 2, speak the language of the business. Procurement loves terms like category strategy, RFX, TCO, and risk matrix. But the business cares about speed, outcomes, growth, customer impact, innovation. So, instead of saying, let's run a competitive sourcing event to optimize total cost of ownership, reword it to, we can help you get a better solution faster with less risk. When procurement speaks human, people listen. Number 3, tell stories. Don't just talk about cost savings. Savings are important, but they're not the whole story. Showcase wins like supplier innovations that improved operations, risk mitigations that prevented disasters, sustainability wins that support brand reputation, contract improvements that protected the business, partnerships that unlocked new capabilities. Turn your wins into stories. Stories change minds. Number 4. Build relationships like a sales team. Procurement is the only function that touches every part of the business, but we rarely treat internal stakeholders like customers. Try this. Map your stakeholders. Understand their goals. Learn their pain points. Offer solutions proactively. Follow up like a consultant, not a clerk. When stakeholders feel supported, they stop seeing procurement as a hurdle. Number 5. Redefine the metrics. If procurement only measures savings, the business will only see procurement as the savings team. Shift the scorecard to include supplier risk reduction, sustainability impact, innovation delivered, contract value realization, supplier performance uplift. When you measure broader value, you signal broader value. Procurement is evolving into something far more powerful than its old stereotype. Today, procurement is a risk radar, a sustainability engine, a relationship architect, a commercial strategist, a value creator, a guardian of reputation, a connector of innovation. But none of that matters if the business doesn't see it. Identity isn't just who you are, it's who people believe you are. And procurement has to take responsibility for shaping that belief. If you're listening to this, you're part of the movement. Here's your challenge for the week. Pick one stakeholder you work with often. Ask them what they think procurement does. Listen without defending. Then share one thing procurement does that they may not know. It's a small step, but identity shifts one conversation at a time. Procurement doesn't need a rebrand. It needs a reintroduction. And that's what the Procurement Signal is here to do. Amplify the real value of procurement and help teams everywhere step into their strategic power. Thanks for tuning in to Episode 1, The Identity Crisis. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe, share it with your team, and join us next time on another transformative procurement topic. Click on the link in the podcast notes or comments section to get your free PDF for this episode. Stay curious and keep tuning into the Signal.